ईश्वरा परमा कृष्णा सच्चिदानंद विग्रह अनादिरादिर गोविंदा सर्व कारण कारणम।
ईश्वरा परमा कृष्णा
सच्चिदानंद
सच्चिदानंद विग्रह अनादिरादि गोविंदा सर्व कारण कारणम।
चिंतामणि प्रकर
Nima Mataji can tell the next sloka.
ओके।
चिंतामणि प्रकरण सद्मसुकल्प वृक्ष।
चिंतामणि प्रकर सद्मसुकल्प वृक्षा
वृतेषु सुरभिर्विपान्ता
लक्षाव्रतेषु सुरभिरभिपालयन्तम्
लक्ष्मी सहस्रशतसम्भ्रमसेव्यमानम्
लक्ष्मी सहस्रशतसम्भ्रमसेव्यमानम्
गोविन्दम् आदिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि।
गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि।
वेणुं कुहन्तम् अरिवन्दाक्षम्
वेणुं क्वनन्तमरविन्ददलायताक्षम्।
Parul Mataji can lead.
वेणुं कुहन्तम् अरिविन्ददलायताक्षम्
Venum Panantamaravindalayataksam
ब्रह्मावतं सम असिताम्बुधसुन्दराङ्गम्
Barhavatam Samasitam Buddha Sundarangam
गन्धर्पकोटिकमनीय विशेष शोभम्
Kandharpakotikamaniya Vishesha Sobham
गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि।
Govindamadipurusham Tamaham Bhajami.
प्रभु जी पारुल हाँ कुछ पूरा गा बोला, मेरे को इतना परफेक्ट नहीं आता, मैं कुछ कैसे गाऊं?
Okay, then I can say, then you can repeat. Alola Chandra Kalasad Vanamalya Vamshi
चंद्र कल सद्गमा
Vanamalya Vamshi. One more time you can say. Alola Chandra Kalasad Vanamalya Vamshi
आलोल चंद्र कलसद वनमाल वंशी
Ratnangadam Ratnangadam Pranaya Keli Kala Vilasam
रत्नान गदम
Your net is very bad.
I think what we have to do is one person at a time can chant. Then anyway, there are only 6, no? So it will be very easy for everyone to pick up the sloka. So we can do like that. You chant the sloka and then one by one, everyone can, just chant after you.
Okay. So only one person repeat and then the next person repeat.
Mataji, this screen I am unable to enlarge. So I cannot read actually. I'm only hearing.
Okay. Oh, okay, okay. So only
And
those who...
No,
I cannot
on
enlarge.
that, no, what you do, Mataji, on the right side corner, there is something called as a grid view. You see there are one line, half line, 2 lines, 1, 4, 9 dots.
Yes, there are 4 lines, small. I'm not
click on
very, actually I'm managing on mobile, and this,
Okay.
Oh,
I'm
mobile
unable.
is very difficult.
Yeah, it's
That
different.
is my limitation actually. So
Okay.
I'll keep hearing, at least some
Okay.
knowledge is good. Okay.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yes,
Okay.
Prabhuji, आप सुनाइए.
आलोल चंद्र कलसद्वनमाल्य वंशी.
You have to tell who has to tell. नीमा माता जी आप बोलिए.
आलोल चंद्र कलसत् वनमाल वंशी
रत्नांगदं प्रणय केळिकला विलासम्.
रत्नांगदं प्रणयकीली कलाविलासम्
श्यामं त्रिभंगललितं नियता प्रकाशम्.
श्यामं त्रिभंगललितं नियतं प्रकाशम्
गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं
ले जाओ
तमहं
डिब्बा,
भजामि.
वो सफेद डिब्बा रखा है खिड़की पे.
गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि.
Now Parul Mataji, you can say, I think you don't need help.
अंगानि यः सकलेन्द्रिय वृत्तिमन्ति
अंगानि यस्य सकलेन्द्रियवृत्तिमन्ति
पश्यन्ति पान्ति कलयन्ति चिरं जगन्ति
पश्यन्ति पान्ति कलयन्ति चिरं जगन्ति
आनन्द चिन्मय सदुज्ज्वल विग्रहस्य
आनन्दचिन्मय सदुज्ज्वल विग्रहस्य
गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि
गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि.
Continue.
अद्वैतम् अच्युतम् अनन्तरूपम्
अद्वैतमच्युतम् अनादिमनन्तरूपम्
मध्यं पुराणपुरुषं नवयौवनं च
अद्यत्यं पुराणपुरुषं नवयौवनं च
वेदेषु दुर्लभम् अदुर्लभम् आत्मभक्तो
वेदेषु दुर्लभमात्मभक्तो
अदुर्लभम्
अदुर्लभम्. ओके. वेदेषु दुर्लभमात्मभक्तो
गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि
गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि.
पन्थास्तु कोटिशतवत्सर सम्प्रगम्यो
पन्थास्तु कोटिशतवत्सर सम्प्रगम्यो
वायुरथापि मनसो मुनिपुङ्गवानम्
वायुरथापि मनसो मुनिपुङ्गवानम्
सोऽप्यस्ति यत्प्रपत्सिम्नि अविचिन्त्य तत्त्वे
सोऽप्यस्ति यत् प्रपत्सिन्मि अविचिन्त्य
प्रपदस्मि.
सोऽप्यस्ति यत् प्रपदस्सिन्मि अविचित्य तत्त्वे
गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि
गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि.
एकोऽप्यस्यो रचयन्तं जगत् अण्डकोटिम्
No, this is not correct. Wait. Prabhu will say.
Eko api asau. You can split it there. It might be difficult. Eko api asau rachayutam jagadanda kotim.
एको अपि असौ रचयितं जगत् अण्डकोटिम् यच्चक्तिर् अस्ति जगदञ्चया यः अन्तः
यच्चक्तिरस्ति जगदण्डछायायदन्ता
चक्तिरस्ति जगदञ्चयायदन्तः
जगत् अंड
जगत् अंडा.
Anda means the egg, no? The Jagat is in the shape of, material world is in the shape of egg. And it's a
Jagat
chaya. Actually, it should be here, it should be CH, no? Chaya, no?
Oh, yeah.
Chaya.
It's a chaya, reflection of the spiritual world. Is that the meaning? Correct, no?
Jagadanda Chaya Yadantah. Andatarasth Parmanu Chayantarastha Rastham.
अंडांतरस्थ परमाणु जयांतरस्थम
गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि.
गोविंदमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि.
Anju Didi can also repeat.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Maybe now Anju Didi can repeat after Parul Mataji. Parul Mataji, आप बोलिए.
यद् भाव भावित्यो मनुजास्तथैव.
यद् भाव भावित धियो मनुजस्तथैव.
सम्प्राप्य रूप महिमा सनयान भूषः.
सम्प्राप्य रूप महिमा सनायन भूषः.
उक्तेर्यमेव नियम प्रथिते स्तुवन्ति.
निगम
एव निगम प्रथिते स्तुवन्ति.
गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि.
I have an idea.
One more time, you repeat this.
Wait, 1 minute. I'm thinking, why don't you explain up to here once, and then it's not just Parayanam, we can actually understand one more time. Is that correct, Parul Mataji? You wanted like that, no?
Yes, Mataji. बहुत अच्छा लगा.
They want to learn actually the meaning. So we've heard it so many times, but one more time to hear is always better.
Yeah, sure.
Yes, yes.
So these are prayers, first of all, by Brahma. After he did his 100 years of tapasya, he got realization and he got darshan of Krishna. So for the first time, he's super excited and he's reciting all the glories of Brahma. And these prayers were found by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in a temple, in Adikeshava temple in Kerala, while he was doing South India Parikram. So he was going all over the country. So when he reached Kerala Adikeshava temple, he saw this manuscript. Then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went into ecstasy, reading these prayers. So he brought this back to Navadvip with him. So that prayers, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu used to love it so much, so he used to recite again and again. And Prabhupada's Guru Maharaj, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati, he translated one chapter, chapter 5, only, that's all. And we are not reciting everything, we are reciting only from about 30 slokas only we are reciting, that's all. But there is a whole book, the 5th chapter you can read, it's amazing. It's very, very deep. So from this only, that Chatusloka also is there, that 4 slokas when he was teaching to Narada, he talks about the Chatusloka, like that. So anyway, the very first sloka, after that it is 29th sloka, it's not in a sequence. So in between, what it is he describes the architecture of the spiritual world. Isn't it amazing? Not only he's describing about Krishna, he's describing about how the spiritual world's architecture is, how there are different lotus petals and all the 24 petals are there. There are 24 Vaikuntha Lokas, and in between there is Goloka Vrindavan. like that, and all the 24 names of the petals of all the Vaikuntha lokas, he is able to see it and he's reciting it. So that's the beautiful construct what Brahmaji is actually saying. And the very first sloka is very straightforward. If you just pay a little attention, you'll understand the meaning also. Ishvara Parama. That means we all are small Ishwaras. We know what is a controller. There is Indra, there is Chandra, there is Surya. Everybody is a Ishvara. We are also small Ishvara for our house. Somebody is, according to his job, he is a small Ishvara like that. So, of all the Ishwaras, Ishvara Parama, of all the Ishwaras, the topmost Ishvara is Krishna. Krishna, you are the Parama Ishvara. And what are you? Is not, you are not energy. Some people say, no, God is energy, nature is taking care, he is Sarvantaryami, he is omnipotent, all that. But how, see Brahma, how he is describing, he is saying you are a Satchidananda Vigraha. See, Vigraha means Rupam, form. What kind of form you are? Satchidananda. You are eternal, Sat, eternal, Chit, full of knowledge, Ananda, full of bliss. And that all put together, that is what is elements of your Vigraha. We are made of Panchabhuta Vigraha. But Lord is made of Satchidananda Vigraha. So that you have to understand. Actually, Jiva is also same because we are of same quality. We are also Satchidananda. But we are in a material body, so we don't experience Satchidananda. And Anadi, you are the oldest person. Anadi, very, very old. Adi, and you are the beginning person. You are the first person. Govindam. And Sarva Karana Karanam. Because we live in this Karana Samudra, everything is cause and effect. Anything in this world you see is an effect of some cause. And that cause itself is an effect of another cause. So if you go on analyzing the original cause, you are the original cause. Sarva Karana Karanam. So this is a very philosophically, very, very deep philosophy is embedded in these 4 lines. Only these 4 lines, if you can decode it, you can write several scriptures on just these 4 lines. So much information is loaded into these 4 lines. I hope, yeah.
I want to say something. So many people, they always say, oh, why, ISKCON people, they only think that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So people think that we have manufactured. We are thinking that Krishna is Supreme Personality of Godhead. But the fact is that this is the basis on which Prabhupada, this is the actual, from where it is taken. Ishvara Parama Krishna. There, that Supreme Personality of Godhead comes from this sloka. So anybody says, no, that why you people are believing Krishna is the Supreme. Krishna is also one more avatar. So why and on what basis are we saying? So this is very, very important for as each and every one of us are a preacher. So as a preacher, we should know what is the basis of this sentence which Prabhupada has translated everywhere when Krishna Prabhupada says Krishna, he'll say Supreme Personality of Godhead. So I just wanted to tell you as,
Yes, it's a good point. Very good point.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mataji. बहुत अच्छा point है.
Yeah. And another thing is, in our sampradaya, we are coming from Brahma. Brahma started this sampradaya. And that's how every word of whatever Brahma says is very, very supreme for us. Okay.
He's Guru for us, actually. He's the
he's the original Acharya.
Acharya. Adi.
Krishnam Vande Jagat Guru.
Yes.
But Krishna, we cannot see, so he is come outside from our heart as Chaitya Guru. So Chaitya Guru is Paramatma. He comes out as another Guru. That's how we have Prabhupada. Okay. Chintamani prakara satma shukalpa vriksha. So this is, now he's talking about Goloka Vrindavan. Inside Goloka Vrindavan, what is there? Here also we have vriksha. Here also we have stones. Correct? We have experience. But he's telling the stones of Vrindavan, in Goloka Vrindavan, each stone is a Chintamani. Each stone is a Chintamani. Means Chintamani is like a touchstone. You want anything, you want gold, just take that Chintamani and touch it, it will become gold. So that's an ordinary stone, it's just lying like that. So every stone is Chintamani. Every tree is a Kalpa Vriksha. That means you don't need a mango tree only to get mangoes. You can go to any tree and ask anything. Every tree is a wish-fulfilling tree. Wish-fulfilling tree. In fact, every living entity, every jiva in Goloka Vrindavan is also wish-fulfilling devotee. So even if you approach a devotee of Krishna, a pure devotee of Krishna, they are Kalpa Vriksha. They can give you anything you want. That is how Goloka Vrindavan is. So when you see a pure devotee, all your wishes can be fulfilled. But you should have that understanding. Laksha vrateshu surabhir abhipalayantam. And each cow is a surabhi cow. And there are laksha vrateshu, lakhs of them. Abhipalayantam. You are tending all of them. And then Lakshmi Sahasra Sata. How many Lakshmis? Not one Lakshmi. Sahasra Sata means crores. Crores of Lakshmis, Sambhrama Sevyamanam. They are all coming together to serve you like maid servants. That is your Goloka Dham. I am able to see it. Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Vajami. So wonderful, right? Okay. Venum Kvanantamaravinda Dalayataksham. You want to go down to the meaning?
प्रभु जी मीनिंग में ही मुझे पूरा फॉलो कर पा रही हूँ मैं, प्रोनाउंसिएशन तो मैं लिखा हुआ नहीं पढ़ पाती हूँ मैं, तो प्लीज मीनिंग भी बताइएगा.
Right. Okay. Venum Kvanantam Aravinda Dalaya Taksham. Aravinda Dalaya. Aravinda means Aksham. His eyes are like blooming like lotus petals. So his Venum, he's playing the Venu. Like I told you, there are three Venus. Venu, Murali and Vamsi. There are three names of the same Venu. But all three are different. You will find that a different description is there. When the size of the Murali changes, sometimes it is Venu, sometimes it is Murali, sometimes it is Vamsi. So each one he uses for one particular occasion. So he's expert in playing. The same Venu will change its size. Nothing is a thing. Here everything is a thing. But in the spiritual world, everything is a living entity, is a jiva. But they are all serving Krishna in that capacity. So he's talking about his eyes, how beautiful, like lotus petals they are. And his head is bedecked with a feather, peacock feather. And with a figure of beauty tinged with the hue of blue clouds, Shama Sundara, his unique loveliness charming billions of cupids. Kandharpa Koti Kamaniya Visesha Sobham. Kandharpa means Cupid. Kandharpa Koti. If you bring one crore cupids and merge it into one person, and still that will be less. Kandharpa Koti Vishesha Sobham. It's even better than that. So that kind of beauty it is. Then Alola Chandraka. Yeah, down. Alola Chandraka Lasad Vanamalya Vamsi Vanamala. What type of garland he is wearing around his neck? Alola Chandraka. Chandraka means like a moon locket. His garland is having a moon locket, whose two hands are adorned with a flute and the jeweled ornaments, who always reveals in his pastimes, whose graceful Tribhanga form. He is always bent in three places. Bending like a Shamasundara is eternally manifest. So he doesn't do anything straight.
We can actually, because we don't know how the Lord, how he looks. Here, Brahma, how he beautifully is telling, that he is, how he looks, what is his color of his skin, how beautiful he is, and what he's wearing. So beautifully he is explaining, right? Otherwise, people will say, oh, you are thinking Krishna is like this. But we're not just thinking. It is because Brahma is, shared this, what he is seeing. He's seeing it actually live. जैसे भगवत गीता में वो देख रहे थे, संजय देख रहे थे सब हो रहा है, उसी तरह से एक्चुअली भगवान को स्वयं देख रहे हैं ब्रह्मा जी, देख के ये सब लिख रहे हैं. ऐसे नहीं कि वो इमेजिन कर रहे हैं, सब कुछ उन्होंने देखा. स्पिरिचुअल वर्ल्ड उनको नजर आ रही है वहां पे. जैसे एक वीडियो का स्क्रीन हो ना, जैसे टीवी में दिखता है उनको, वैसे उनकी आंखों में सब दिख रहा था और उन्हें वो सब नोट किया है, जैसे गाया है. राइट? Yeah, you can continue. In the middle, whatever I feel, I wanted to share, I can share, right? Okay.
That's good. Okay. Anghani yasya sakalendriya. So now what happens? Our experiences, our eyes can only do one function. You can only see. You cannot hear with eyes. But Krishna's, he is describing Angani yasya sakalendriya vrittimanti. Every one of the senses can do all the other functions. So when devotees ask sometimes when you offer food, how is Krishna eating? How is Krishna eating? Just by seeing it. He just takes a look at it and he can eat it. Because all his senses can do all the work. And how is he creating all the living entities in this universe? Procreation. You know how is he doing procreation? He's just having a glance on the material creation and he said, let there be living entities in this. So that's it. Then all the jivas, all the seeds, we all came inside like seeds. And then everybody came into Brahmaloka, and from Brahmaloka you come down, Kshine, Punye, Mrityulokam, Vishanti, then you come through the clouds, through the air, rain, then it comes as grass, then some animals eat it, then you go into that semen, and then you go to become an animal, and then like that, the entire creation, all the jivas are coming. Then there is a different algorithm. But Krishna is creating just by looking.
I wanted to add one thing, that we are thinking even Krishna can eat what we are offering not only by seeing, he can hear also with any sense. That is the beauty. We are chanting Hare Krishna. We are chanting, Krishna is hearing. With that also he can eat. So he is so beautiful. All senses can work. So yeah, seeing also, hearing also, any sense he can use.
Correct.
Means unlimited.
He's unlimited.
He's unlimited.
And is achintya, inconceivable. You cannot conceive with your little brain.
Yes. We will only think in our calculation, this way or that way, but actually it is incalculatable. We cannot calculate Krishna.
In fact, the offering, you don't even have to put the plate in front of Krishna also. just by remembering Krishna, because Krishna is non-different, Krishna can
Yes.
come and eat through your remembrance. In fact, there is a sloka like that. Hare Krishna, Hema
Hare
Didi.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Sorry for joining late.
It's
No
okay.
problem.
Yeah.
Even when we are cooking, we just chant, and while we are cooking, even that has a great impact. No?
Yeah, it's about bhava. It's about your intent, your feeling, your loving feeling, how you're feeling. Even when you're cooking, sometimes you cook for your son or your some family member. You're thinking of them, and then you think, oh, this person does not like very tikka. He likes like this. You're with that feeling, and you really want to please him, and you're cooking, and that preparation comes out excellent for that person, right? So like that same feeling, I'm cooking for Krishna, I want to please Krishna, then Krishna is already there. So it is not two separate events. Your cooking is a different event and offering is a different event. No, the entire activity is one event. Entire activity beginning from going to the grocery shop and buying. And in fact, if you extend it, you are going to job or doing business and earning that money to buy the grocery, to cook for Krishna and to offer for Krishna. If you add all that consciousness, if you don't break your consciousness, if you have the same consciousness, your entire activity becomes one act of devotion. Think about it. That is 24 hours devotional service. So it's not part-time. Devotee is not doing part-time service. Like 5 minutes ho gaya, aarti ho gaya, bas mera puja ho gaya. No, devotee is not interested in that. There is no break. You want to offer continuously yourself to Krishna. Just like how a mother wants to continuously give herself to the family and children. Like that, a devotee wants to give himself continuously to Krishna. So that is Angani Yasya Sakalen. That is why he is available to the devotee always, in any form, in every way. Okay. It would have been nice if you can put the sloka also.
Actually, why don't I give you the book then? You can just see the book. That's what I came. That's it.
Oh, okay. Where is it?
Translation is not there in this one book. At least you can-
Oh, okay. I can, yeah, I don't have to open.
One
Go
of
back.
them you can do.
Sure.
One second. Yeah. For the 6th one, no?
Angani is. Advaitam achyutam anadim ananta rupam. Every word is one quality of Krishna here. Is Advaitam. Advaitam. See, people ask this question, right? How it is Mayavadis ke liye, this one sloka is enough to defeat them. They think God has no form. But what kind of form he has? He has Advaitam, means he is non-different. He is only one. He is not dual. Advaitam Achyutam. Achyutam means infallible. Never make a mistake. It cannot deteriorate. Our body, everything you make a mistake. In fact, we say to err is human. Human means it is built-in quality is to make mistakes. To err is human. But Achyuta, Krishna is Achyuta. Never, no mistake in Krishna's creation, in work. Anadim, he is the oldest. Anantarupam, what kind of form he has? A form which has no limit. Anantarupam. Our form, you can only measure 5 feet, 6 feet, 7 feet. That's all. Now, beyond that, you cannot measure. You cannot have bigger form. You can only have certain weight. But no, for Krishna, no. It is Anantarupam. Adhyam. Adhyam means he is the beginning. Purana Purusham. There is nobody older than him. Purana Purusham. Navayavvanam means always 16 years. Navayavvanam. Always youthful. Youth is like 16 onwards, it is youthful. 16 to 24. So he is always within that youthful bracket only. That kind of form he has. And if he is an old man, he right here is saying, what is he saying? Purana Purusham. If he is Purana Purusham, the oldest of all, and at the same time is a contradiction, is Yavanam. How can be youth person be Purana Purusham? Not possible, but you are. Vedeshu Durlabam Adurlabam. Even if you go through all the Vedas, continuously you read everything, Durlabam Adurlabam. It is impossible to understand these qualities of yours. It is hardly impossible. You cannot get it. But Atma Bhakta. But for a devotee of Krishna, for a Atma Bhakta, you are easily available. Adurlabam. You are not Durlabam. You are Adurlabam. But through Vedas, I want to understand, like through science and all that, I want to get it. You cannot get it. You cannot get Krishna. Become an Atma Bhakta, become a pure devotee, you will get Krishna. Very easy to get. Yesterday we were reading, right? 8th chapter, Krishna was saying.
That unalloyed devotion, that without any breaking. That you're talking about?
Partha, very easily. Sulabha Partha, very easily I am available to you. Then, Pantastu Koti Satavatsara Sampragamyo. Pantastu Koti. So, only the tip of the toe of whose lotus feet is approached by the yogis who aspire after transcendent and betake themselves to pranayama by drilling the respiration, or by jnanis who try to find out the non-differentiated Brahman by the process of elimination of the mundane extending over thousands of millions of years. See? That is what. Pantastu koti satavatsara sampragamyo vayo ratapi manaso munipungavanam. So these munis and yogis who are trying to reach you for millions of years also, they do this meditation, they cannot reach you. So api asti yat prapadasmin avichintya tatve. Still you are not available to those kind of people. Eko api asau rachayutam jagadanda kotim.
So basically, he's saying in the 7th shloka, he's saying that those who do pranayama and all these things, jnanis and the yogis, they're trying to do all these for millions of years. They are not able to get Krishna. But a bhakta who's concentrating on the tip of the toe of the Lord, he is able to understand Krishna easily. Is that what it means?
No. Even the yogis cannot, even after so much hard work also, they may not be able to reach the tip of the toe also.
Oh.
Yeah. That's what he's saying.
Only the tip of the toe of whose lotus feet is approached by the yogis. Oh, okay. By doing all this, you can only reach the tip of the toe.
Maximum, you might be able to get up to the tip of the toe, but you can never understand the Lord.
Oh, okay. I understood now properly. Okay.
भगवान को हम प्यार से खरीद सकते हैं.
प्यार से.
पर हम ये जो प्राणायाम ये जो भी करना है वो करने से मैक्सिमम टिप ऑफ द टो ऑफ द लोटस फीट इज उनको मिल सकता है.
And that too, it is not easy to do all those things. Even
it's
to do
quite impossible.
And all that, like that's what we were talking yesterday. The yogi has to really work very hard.
In comparison to that, devotee doesn't have to work that hard.
Yes.
He just has to change his consciousness into Krishna consciousness.
That is why it is Raja Yoga.
Yeah.
It is performed very pleasing. Yadbhava bhavita diyo munujastataiva samprapya rupa mahimam shanayana bhusha. Sukterameva nigama pratite stuvanti Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. Now, Jagadanda Kotim. So, how many millions of worlds, universes are created by the Lord, by His potency? Now, He is undifferentiated entity, as there is no distinction between His potency and the possessor thereof. So, all the universes exist in Him, and He is present in His fullness in every one of them, one of the atoms that are scattered throughout the universe at one and the same time. That is an amazing potency. So what Brahma is saying, he can see all the millions of Brahmandas, and he is scattered, right? Brahmandas are themselves are millions of Brahmandas are there, and they are all scattered. And inside the Brahmandas, so many atoms are there. But with his inconceivable potency, he entered into every Brahmanda and into every single atom also. What kind of potency it is? And he's managing like that. He's not an ordinary person. Only God can do that. And there is only one God. So there is no controversy here. Who is God? Whether Shiva is God, Brahma is God, there is no controversy. There is no second person who can enter into all the Brahmandas and do all this work. It is only one person. Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. It's only one person. So how do you see him? How can you see him? Premanjana churita bhakti vilochanena Shanta sadaiva hrudayeshu vilokayanti Yam shama sundaramachintya gunaswarupam Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami. So, we have to put that ointment. What is that ointment in our eyes? Anybody can tell? Premanjana. Premanjana. Right now we have Kamanjana. Kamanjana. Everything you see, I want. So that Kamanjana should be replaced with Premanjana. Then in your heart you can see him. What you can see? Shama Sundara Achintya Gunaswarupam. Achintya means you cannot conceive. Gunaswarupam. The Swarupam filled with qualities. So this, we are talking about the Hare Krishna. Prabhupada keeps on saying, right? If you hear the Dhun, the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra is inconceivable potency of the Lord. It has all the name, form, activities, dhamma, everything. I talk about the zip file. When you chant Krishna's name, what is included inside that? Nama, Rupa, Guna. These are all the other files which will open.
Nama, Rupa, Guna, Dhamma.
Nama, Rupa, Guna, Dhamma, everything is included one by one, which will reveal to you, download in your heart. All these qualities will download in your heart. And that is because of the Premanjana. Able to follow, right?
Yeah. But you didn't sing the mantras, suktas told by the Vedas by gaining. So it says over here, in whose praise men who are imbued with devotion sing the mantras, suktas. 9 only. That part which is
sorry. Yad bhava bhavita diyo munijastateva. Yeah. Even the devatas can't understand. Yeah. The primeval Lord, in whose praise men who are imbued with devotion sing the mantra suktas told by the Vedas by gaining their appropriate beauty, greatness, thrones, conveyances, and ornaments. Yeah.
Which one is that? Tell again.
Yadbhava bhavita diyo munujastataiva samprapya rupa mahimam shanayana bhusha Sukterameva nigama pratitestuvanti govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami. So basically all the Vedas are meant to only glorify his qualities, guna and qualities. Like that. So the next one I did was Andantarastha. Ananda Chinmaya Rasa Pratibha. Did I miss something?
I think so. Something is going off. You see the numbering in your thing? You told Premanjana Charita Bhakti Vilochanena. Which is that number?
What number is that, Premanjana?
That is 10. Premanjan is a 10th number, ma'am.
10th.
11th number.
Ah.
Premanjana is 11th number.
11th one. Yeah, you read the 11th one. You missed 2 in between, I think.
Yad bhav bhavit diyo manujastu theva.
That I just said.
Yeah.
Yad bhava bhavit diyo manujasta theva.
Samprapya rupa mahima sanayana bhusha.
This we have not understood completely.
Yad bhava bhavita diyo
Manujasta
thaiva. Samprapya rupa mahimamsha. Rupa mahima yana bhusha. Their ornaments. Sukter means to recite. Nigama pratitestu vanti govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami. Yeah, it's describing about all the qualities of the beauty, the greatness, the throne, the ornaments, everything.
All the devotees are actually, all the Devi Devatas are praising
these qualities about the Lord. They're
Okay.
constantly engaged in doing this activity.
And is it saying that they, by gaining the appropriate beauty, what does it mean? They are gaining beauty and appropriate is it saying that?
No. They are not gaining. I adore the same Govinda, the primeval Lord, in whose praise men who are imbued with devotion, means devotees, sing the mantra suktas told by the Vedas by gaining their appropriate meaning after understanding. By gaining means after understanding the beauty, the greatness, the throne, conveyances, and ornaments. They are not flattering. They've understood by realization.
Okay.
And then they're praising the Lord. That's why you see all the prayers are consistently, when devotees after realization, they tell what type of clothes he's wearing, what type of ornaments he's wearing. It's very consistent. So after realizing, by gaining means by gaining realization.
Okay.
Make sense?
Yeah. So basically, it's not that one person is saying one thing about the Lord, another devotee is saying another. So it's all one thing. If you see,
yeah, if I imagine something, you imagine something else.
If you are self-realized, all the self-realized souls will see the same thing. That's what he's saying.
Correct.
Okay.
Ananda Chinmaya Rasa, Ananda Chinmaya Rasa, Pratibha Vitabis, Tavirya Eva Nijarupataya Kala Bhi, Goloka Eva Nivasati Akilatma Bhuto. So you never leave Goloka Vrindavan. You are always residing in Goloka Vrindavan only. So even when Krishna came 5,000 years back here, what he did was he brought his entire Goloka Vrindavan here to Mathura, where we are talking about. That is like an embassy. That's why I give the example, like the president, when he is moving from one country to another country, he does not just come alone. He comes with entire embassy, meaning all the rules, everything about, just like you go to US consulate in Chennai or in Hyderabad or in Delhi, that particular building does not have Indian law. You know that? Indian law does not apply inside that building. American law applies there. Even though it is inside India, American law applies. Isn't that interesting? So the same way, when Krishna came, when he came to that Mathura Vrindavan, that particular period, there is no other law of the nature, material nature does not apply there. So it is a transcendental abode. That is why devotees still go to Vrindavan. The same thing with Lord Shiva. When he comes to Kailash, he brings his original Kailash with him. So that Manas Sarovar, wherever we are going to Himalayas, that is also equally potent because of that reason. When he comes, he knows how to bring that whole thing. So actual Kailasha Parvat, he brings it there. That energy, everything else is the same. So that is why these are very special places.
Even Mayapur, no, we learned about Mayapur. So
also
same.
It's called Gupta Vrindavanam. Just like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Gupta Krishna. He's Krishna, but he's covered. Nobody can tell he is Krishna. Like that, Mayapur, nobody can tell it is Vrindavan. It is Gupta Vrindavanam.
Like
I
Prabhuji,
think over here
Mathura and Vrindavan is a Golok Dham.
Yes.
Inside Goloka Dham, there are three parts. There is Mathura, there is Dwaraka, and there is Goloka Dham. There are three parts inside that Vrindavan. So there still Dwaraka and Mathura, he is like a king. But inside Goloka Vrindavan, he is not a king. In fact, nobody cares for Krishna, that he is a supreme. Nobody thinks, oh, nobody takes his opinion.
He's at home.
He's just a small cowherd boy like anybody else.
He's at home. He's not in office.
Yeah. Nothing formal. And
I
nobody
think
also takes formal. So even if he plays a game, if he loses, he has to carry others if that is a rule of the game, like that.
I'm thinking we should stop here and we'll continue the next week because we finished 10, right?
Yeah.
We finished 10 and we have 30, I think.
Yeah,
28 or
very
30,
long.
I think 30 only. Yeah, 29 are there.
29.
So next 2 weeks, we can continue with this only.
Sure.
And that way we will finish. I think this is nice. It's like, we have to understand each and every word. I also learned that I have heard it and I have read it, but I understood it nicely today. That one shloka.
प्रभुजी माता जी मैंने रिक्वेस्ट करी थी और मैं ज्वाइन भी कर पाई. Thanks a lot, माता जी.
There is a small quiz if you want to ask just now. Whatever we
I'll
heard.
make you the. Can I make you the?
Yeah, I can do that.
Can I? Let me see.
Yeah, make me the host. We'll do 5 minutes quiz. Let's just recap whatever we read.
Yes. I think that's what I liked about Archana Mataji's classes.
Did you make me the host?
Yeah, but yeah. But it's still streaming live on YouTube.
It says you are the host. I'm not the host.
I made you the host. No, I'm not the host.
Because I don't have polling session is inactive. So.
Oh, should I maybe YouTube? I'll put it off and then maybe.
Okay.